Hello cretins, how you doing? It's a bit aggressive. I've done the impossible. I genuinely have done the impossible. No, I haven't split an atom, and I haven't learned how to breathe underwater, and I haven't saved up enough money to buy one piece of YouTuber merch. I haven't done that kind of impossible. But what I have managed to do is stumble upon a TV show that, dare I say, is worse than Love Island. It's on MTV, and it's called X on the Beat. Okay, so without further ado, let's watch the trailer for this show, and I pray to God that some of the cast members are able to at least count to 3. Roll VT!
If I could describe this series in 3 words, it would be lush, awkward, and full of custard pies. Mental, horny, and shocking.
That kind of just describes that weird dad from the Ingham family.
Crazy, intense, and full of fucking banter.
See, now I quite want to watch it, because when I thought it was full of banter, not bothered. Now I know it's full of fucking banter. Sign me up, lad! Sounds like a really cool show.
Fiery, a little bit naughty, and dramatic.
Don't say anything, Jack. Don't say anything, Jack. Move on, mate. Think of the ad revenue. Move on. She seems nice.
Brutal, funny, and fucked up.
Nice to see Kerry Katona's got some work away from the Iceland adverts. Someone at MTV has fully just found out how to work iMovie for the first time. Look at that intro. Look at the emojis. Look at he's in the fake emojis. So they get their emojis from the market in Turkey, if you know what I mean. Ishmael market. Why is there an angry emoji in the mouth of a bigger angry emoji? What? What?
The most explosive moment this series is definitely between an X and an X and an X.
Most explosive bit is between an X and an X and an X. Well, considering the show's called X on the Beach, I would fucking hope so. It's like asking someone what the best bit from the new Mission Impossible film is. Tom Cruise's character gets a mission, and it's quite impossible.
A guy in the villa, his ex who...
Hold on, Aaron, before we get to you, because I'm sure you've got some great stories. I may have been mistaken, but was there just a random shot of a vagina then, in a bikini? Let's go back.
A guy in the villa.
Yep. This is one of those shows where the editors, going through it, knowing how shit this is. Yep, I've almost done editing that trailer for X on the Beach. It's a little bit boring. I'm not sure if people will watch the whole thing. I'm just wondering if we got any labia we can throw in there. Any stock video of some vulva? Anyone? Oh, this show is the most degrading thing I've ever seen in my life. If MTV was a YouTuber, JMX. Definitely JMX.
A guy in the villa, his ex who he was rekindling with goes on a date with her ex. Nobody expects them to get together. Then when she comes back, he finds out they've got together and he goes off the rail.
Honestly, Aaron, that's great, mate, apart from the fact where none of us could give a fuck what you're going on about. I mean, I'm not even trying to mug the show off here, or Aaron, but that literally, this isn't a joke, whatever he was then saying is literally the kind of shit that year 8s talk about in the canteen at high school.
His ex who he was rekindling with goes on a date with her ex.
Nobody expects them to get together. Then when she comes back, he finds out they're back together.
The whole time you've been talking, I've not really been listening, because I've just been wondering how much I'd have to work out before I could make my back look like an arse as well.
And it caused a whole villa argument.
She actually looks like she could be Cara Delevingne's sister, if Cara Delevingne's sister was a smackhead. It's a shame really, because Cara Delevingne's got people queuing up to watch her latest Hollywood movie, whilst Cara Delevingne's sister is doing the queuing up at the chemist for a methadone every Friday.
Drinks being thrown, chairs being thrown, people just kicking off left, right and centre.
Kerry Katona there, describing the Black Friday sale at Iceland last year.
Someone gets smashed straight in the face with cake.
Is there only 4 contestants on this show? I think MTV have picked the only 4 people that applied for this show. You know when you go to like Yarmouth or Brighton or something, and every now and then there'll be one of them claw machines that really shit. It's like £1, but you win a teddy every time. This is the TV equivalent of that. Just turn up, pay a quid, you'll be flung in, you'll be fine. I think the NHS may be paying for this, as it's probably the only way they can prevent Kerry Katona's septum from collapsing this summer. Throw her in a villa, no cocaine, that'll hold out to at least autumn.
The most dramatic ex-arrival for me would be one of the lads, because he comes in to a serious relationship of 7 years and literally fucks things right up.
He destroys a good relationship of 7 years. Can't wait to watch that. Hope they had kids that were traumatised by the breakup. What a lad.
Someone went down to the beach to meet their ex, but actually ended up getting sent home.
Listen to how much she cares. It's weird, isn't it? David Attenborough could do a documentary on these kind of people, and I would be fucking fascinated by it. I just don't understand these types of human. I think I know more about the Guatemalan ridgeback ferret than I do these types of people.
Just to make things worse, another lad grafted his ex-missus right in front of his face.
I mean, anyone who uses the word grafted when describing chatting up women has definitely done a season in Zante, working on the strip, selling Jaeger bombs. Oh, good. The funniest moment. This will be good. I bet these are real funny moments as well. Come on.
The funniest moment of this series is when two people were dressed as each other and having a full-blown row.
Yeah, I think she thinks that by shouting it can make the most mundane thing ever sound interesting. Heads up. It doesn't. I mean, he only told me he was having butter on his toes, but when I looked closer, turns out there was jam on there.
I mean, he was dressed as a woman, she was dressed as a man. How did they even take themselves seriously?
Ooh, it's 2018, Alicia. Murky waters, that. Again, I like how the editor's gone, oh, that's a bit iffy. We'll keep it in. It'll be fine. We'll keep it a fucker.
One of the exes walking in and falling flat on her ass. That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. That sounds it, honestly. Hilarious.
The sexiest moment coming up is when all the cast go on a boat party.
People dancing, people twerking.
I mean, granted, people twerking can be a sexy thing. I love a jiggly bum as much as the next man. Don't clip that out. Sounds like the shittest Pokemon ever, doesn't it? I choose you, jiggly bum. But the way she says people twerking has just put me off people twerking forever.
People twerking.
People twerking. Oh, it was sexy before you said it. Sounds like she's being thrown out of a kebabby at 4 in the morning after downing 4 litres of White Lightning cider. What are you throwing me out for? What, you can't stand a bit of sexy? Can't stand people twerking? Never seen a bum before, babe? Give me a fucking Sprite. Honestly, Kerry, at this moment in time, half price profiteroles would make me more erect than this.
Girls are getting sticky, greasy, boobs, arse, tits everywhere.
Boobs and tits are the same thing. When you said boobs, we sort of gathered tits. It's like saying when I was at this really cool party the other day, there was Daniel Radcliffe, Hermione, and the guy that played Harry Potter.
A group of us all doing body shots, licking tequila off certain parts of our bodies. Kind of turned into a little porno.
I mean, imagine raising a kid for 18 years, spending a lot of money, a lot of time, making this human into the best thing you can possibly make it, teaching it right from wrong, giving it morals, giving it values, only for your son or your daughter to turn around on their 18th birthday and go, Dad, I'm going on an MTV show this summer in which I'm going to let strangers lick tequila off my tits. In that moment, I couldn't help but feel like the biggest fucking failure going.
Two couples were having sex next to each other and they high-fived during sex.
It's just that, isn't it? I love how this is an MTV show, so they got a bit of money. Why, when showing the clip of the high five in slow motion, have they just used a stock image from Getty and kept the watermark on there? I mean, it's MTV. Surely they can just film two people doing that and they won't have to pay for the shitty stock image. I mean, that's literally how little they care about their show. Just keep the watermark on there. I think they're very aware of how brain dead the audience for this kind of genre of television are. We not got another clip of some woman's crotch we can just shove in their face? This is a real show on television. This is not a parody.
Definitely this couple who are bonking nighttime, daytime, all the time.
My name's been JaackMaate. Subscribe to the channel if you can be asked. Click the bell button. Apparently that means you're notified when I put another one of these up. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And leave me a comment if you want.
There's a couple in here getting hot and sweaty in that shower. Whew, steamy.
Sorry I had to share that with you. I just couldn't believe it existed.